Good morning, world. How y'all doing? You struggle to put makeup on? I'm here to tell you, it's not just you. So this morning I was standing here putting makeup on because I planned on trying to record some content today, and I was like, oh, this could be content because I struggle to put makeup on, y'all. I just started wearing makeup during COVID, planning makeup during COVID. And like now, I'm not even sure if I use the right brushes or anything, but the end product usually pretty good, so I just keep going. So I'm here to tell you, if you try to put on makeup and you don't know what you're doing, don't worry about it. You're not the only one. So while I'm sitting here going through this whole makeup thing, you say I'll just go ahead and do what I do as I talk. But I was sitting here also thinking about a couple of weeks ago. I came across a video by Eric Thomas, and he was talking about um, being delusional. He was asking if people are delusional in your dreams and your plans and pursuing those dreams and those plans. So he started out the video saying it's probably not going to be a good year for you. It's probably going to be the same thing as last year. And I was like, what? Sometimes you listen to things that might feel convicted about some things, or you might be like, wait a minute, is this for me or not? So anyway, he was saying that it's a difference between what you want and what you have to do to get what you want. So he's saying a lot of times people say they want things, but they don't want to put in the work to get the things that they want. And I was like, yeah, you know what, that's right. So remember I told y'all in my earlier videos that I got this video, the idea to do this channel 4 years ago during COVID, but I never started it. So had I seen this video 432 even last year, years ago, then I would have been like, no. But by the time I saw this video, I had already actually started recording video. I just hadn't posted yet. So that was the funny part. So after I saw his video, I said, you know what, Keisha, yeah, you got the plan, because he talks about doing the work to, I'm getting ahead of myself. Y'all know I just be all over the place. That's okay. But he was talking about getting up off the couch, doing the work that you want to do, how we all are addicted to fun and comfort, sitting around on watching TV, sitting around scrolling on your phone. And that's what a lot of people do because, we're all guilty of that, right? You had to be scrolling to find my channel. So let's just be real right there. So he was saying that people don't want to put in the work. And I was like, it's not that I don't want to put in the work. It's that I'm fearful. I already had the work done. I already had the plan. I already knew that I wanted to start a YouTube video. I already knew that I wanted to start a travel agency. I was already certified as a travel advisor. Been certified since August, but I'm just starting to tell people, and I still haven't actually put it out publicly, like posting to my socials, which is my goal by the end of this week, to go ahead and just start posting on my socials. And part of that was, the fear that I have about not knowing how to edit. I'm not good at all of those things, putting stuff out there, creating things for social media. Every now and again when I'm on vacation, I'll post, but typically that's the only time I really post is when I'm on vacation. And I don't have to edit anything. I just take a picture, and whatever picture I like, we all put the best pictures up there. So that was the easy part for me. And this is going to be a quick makeup job. So if I seem like I'm rolling through this here quick, first of all, I don't know what I'm doing to know that I might need to do something else. And second of all, I'm trying to hurry up and get through this because I do actually want to take some time to record content today. But anyway, back to the delusional part. So for me, I already had content created because I had been recording videos and just not posting them. I deleted some, I kept some. I was also trying to focus on doing video, that I see a lot of the YouTubers that I follow, having pictures and videos inserted. But I told you I lost a lot of my travel content. So I didn't have anything. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to wait until I start traveling again, which is not until April, or do I go ahead and start getting comfortable with talking to the camera, being on YouTube, trying to learn how to edit the talk through videos that I'm doing? So that's what I decided to do. And that's why I started keeping the videos, but I was still worried about the editing part. Like I said, already certified as a travel advisor, had already completed my trainings with, at that time, Virgin and Carnival, and I was working on my Royal Caribbean trainings, certifications. So have had the plan in place, had started working it, but that fear was holding me back. So I never put the videos out. Well, after I saw his video, I said, okay, Keisha, it's time to move forward, because in that video, he also talked about taking action steps. You know, in addition to you wanting something and working for it and getting out of your comfort zone and sitting around and watching TV and all of that stuff, he said his action plan had 3 steps. And it was move away from the emotional to the rational. Now, the emotional was the hopes, the dreams, the imagination, fear. That's all tied to emotional. And get to the rational part, which is actually working your plan. Well, in his video, he talked about coming up with the plan, but I already had the plan, had already taken the necessary steps. My thing was just actually putting the stuff out. So after I saw that video, I immediately, that was why my first video was like, okay, let me just come in here as I was. I had just washed my hair and talked to my brother. My brother was like, look, sis, put that video out there. I'm going to come out to you. I'm going to fly out to you, and I'm going to sit there until you make the video. Now, my brother, he will hop on the plane quick to come out here. So I said, okay. And this is my younger brother. My brother's younger than me. We're almost 9 years apart. So I said, okay, I can't let little bro, punk me out like that. And he ain't gonna get me. I ain't gonna be no scared cat out here. I got this. So I just went in my living room. I was sitting at my island in my kitchen drinking my coffee, and I just said, Keisha, just record the video. Just go ahead and record. So that was part of me starting to take the action. But he talked about okay, back to what I was saying. So moving from the emotional to the rational, I had to get past all of those things that I was thinking in my head and actually do the plan. Then he said, if he was talking about writing out the plan and having the plan. And the thing that stuck out to me was he said, without a plan, you're just pretending. And I was like, oh, what you talking about? You talking to me? Oh, my spirit felt convicted, right? So I said, okay, I'm not pretending. I'm doing the steps, but I guess I am still pretending that just because I got certified, I mean, paying to be with this travel agency. I set up my YouTube channel. I bought the tripod, y'all. I bought the tripod. I bought the microphone. That's what y'all hear me talking through a lot of times. I just have the microphone posted somewhere. So I bought all that stuff, right? So what was I waiting on? I had to move from the, excuse me, I had to move from the irrational, move from the emotional to the rational. And he was talking about you had to be intentional about your work. So I said, okay, Keisha, it's time to get intentional. So I said, okay, well, since I don't know how to edit videos, what can I do to just, like talk through videos and stuff? What do I need to do? So I took out my laptop. I started a Word document and I just wrote out some stuff to talk about. But then I thought about, being on camera. I keep looking down, I keep looking all around. What am I doing? Okay, it looks crazy to me, but guess what? I'm not a professional. I got to start somewhere. So I kept saying I didn't want to do that, but the reality was when I tried to do it without an outline, Y'all, the videos were a mess. I said, well, I can't even edit half of this stuff out, so I got to do better. I had to have the outline. I had to have my laptop. If I look down, fine, at least I'm getting something out. So being intentional about my work was just accepting whatever it was that I had put out, whatever I recorded, I just had to put out. However good or bad it looks, I have to do that. Even now, like right now, me sitting here, it's part of me being intentional. I started talking about struggling to put on makeup, but guess what? I can't even do a makeup tutorial because when am I going to sit here and tell y'all I'm putting on this, that, and the third when I don't know what the heck I'm doing? No, we're not going to do that. I just shifted. So we just going to go ahead and title this video about being delusional, because you shouldn't be delusional when it comes to chasing your dreams, you know. So then he talked about accountability, and that was funny to me because I was home for a little over 2 months. I was in Virginia with my family. Had a niece that was born during that time while I was there, so I ended up staying because she was born, and that was joyous for me because my other nieces and nephews, I was in the military, so I wasn't able to be around them growing up. But this one, I'll be able to be around. So the first month of after her being born, I just stayed in Virginia. Okay, what am I looking for now, y'all? Okay, so that being said, he talked about accountability. So while I was at home, I had told my family that I was looking to start the YouTube channel. I had been a travel advisor, which they all thought it was a good thing for me because all I like to do is travel. Told you that's the only thing I'm passionate about is traveling. So it just made sense to me because I get so much anxiety when I think about going into the workforce. Between the interviews, if you haven't seen my video on me coming back from an interview, go back and watch that one. In order to get to the interview, I got to get a resume. That was bringing me anxiety every time I would sit there and think about getting a resume together. I was like, oh my gosh, if I get the resume together, then I might get an interview. The interview was overwhelming. The resume writing was overwhelming. So it was like, okay, Keisha, just figure it out. So the workforce, I had the job, the one job that I had since I retired, and I really liked that. But for that, because it was at a social club, I didn't have to have so much of an interview. I meant a resume because it was more about personality being there. So, and the interview process was pretty much just sitting around talking to people and seeing how you interact with people. So that was pretty good for me. That worked out to my favor, and I enjoyed that job. I really did love that job. They say it was just a social club. So that being said, I told somebody what I was doing because he was talking about accountability being essential. You know, once you tell people that you're doing something, you have to more than likely start proceeding with it. If you got good people in your life, they're going to be like, hey, what's going on with this, that, and the third? I had also told one of my friends when I got back to Texas, and it was so funny because I'd been knowing this girl for a while, and we had just been sitting around, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to start this YouTube channel. And she started saying, oh my God, I just started mine. And she had like 2 or 3 videos up at the time, and she sent it to me, and she said, you're going to laugh. And I was like, okay. Her first video was an introduction, and she looked just as nervous as me, but she's into real estate. So the rest of her videos were focused on real estate. So she had already had the stuff where she was doing everything in the background. She had the photos in the front and she was talking in the background. So she's like, okay, Keisha, once I release the video, she's like, okay, I'm gonna come help you with this, that, and the third. So she's supposed to be coming over this weekend or next week. So now I'm getting help with that. But he was saying you got to tell somebody what you're doing so somebody can hold you accountable, and also somebody needs to know where you are emotionally, how you're feeling about stuff, making sure you're not getting overwhelmed. They want to know where you are with the planning. They want to know where you are in your journey, and they want to know that you're committed. So find somebody in your corner to do all of those things, to play that role. And since I started telling people, not only have I had people calling me and saying, hey, where you at with that? Hey, when is the next video coming out? I having people to also help me and guide me. So that's been a good thing as well. So I realized that I was not being delusional. I was actually working towards my plan, even with through the fear. And so that was a good thing for me. Eric Thomas also started doing a Thrive in 2025 challenge, and I joined that challenge. Now, every morning I'm up at 6 a.m., notebook in hand, taking notes off of some of the things that they talk about. It's a 30-minute a day challenge for 30 days. And I have been doing that. And right now that has been keeping me motivated. Like some days I'll get up and I'm like, I just don't feel like doing anything. Well, guess what? You had to get up anyway to listen to his challenge. You're already awake because I had to be up with notebook in hand. So that means I'm not just waking up and turning on the video. I'm actually taking notes because it's a lot of good information being put out there and I'm enjoying it. After I do the video now, after I do the challenge with him, now I'm already up. So, okay, what am I doing now? I might go to the office and check email. Like this morning, I got up and I went straight to the office and checked email after that was over. A little discouraged right now, trying to plan my first group cruise. And Virgin was supposed to put out their information today about a new program that they're having, but they postponed it. Now I got a group waiting to book. So now I'm like, okay, Keisha, what are we going to do? So it's nothing I can do. No need for me to go all crazy. I can't do anything right now at this point. I want to make sure my clients get the best deal. So we'll just wait on that. But anyway, did that, check email. Then I come in here, shower, and it's not even, so it's 8:51 right now. People think that me being retired and not working, that I'm in the bed all day. But here I am. My plan is to be sitting behind my desk in my office by 9 a.m. every day. So once I finish this video, I'm going to go ahead, make my coffee, and then head to the office, head to sit in my office. This is a thing that I do daily. My mom calls and she's like, "What are you doing in your clothes? You got makeup and clothes on right now." I'm like, I'm working. So this is something I had to tell myself, even though I'm working from home, this is my job now. So recording content, learning how to be a travel advisor. It's not something that I take lightly. It is a goal for me and it's something that I want to be beneficial and profitable, and I hope to bring my brother in on this. He likes to travel. He's younger right now, but once I get this built up, I really want to bring my brother in on this, and this is something that we can do together because I think he'd be great at it. And I also want him to come in because I want to get more men excited about traveling. We go on these group trips, girls' trips, but men never travel in groups like that. And I always wonder why. And I've had men tell me all different things, but that's another story for another day. But let me get ready to close this out because, like I said, my goal is to be in the office by 9. But I did want to come on here real quick and get something done for a video to have some content because I have to be diligent in this. I have to make sure I'm putting in the work and prioritizing this because this is just something that I'm really wanting to do. So, thanks for tuning into this video. I ask that you will like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos. And the next video you'll see me in, I'll have my hair out because I know this looks like a line under here, but I have my natural hair out and I actually have it pineapple right now so that I'm not smushing it. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.